We got off to a great start to the season in our quest for Dutch dominance with PSV in the last episode, and now we can make it even better by securing our place in the Champions League group stages. But first, we've got to get past Rangers. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3 of my PSV save in the FM23 beta. We got off to a great start to the season in the last episode, beating Sturm Graz over 2 legs in the Champions League qualifiers, and we beat Ajax on the opening day of the Eredivisie season. So, we currently sit third after a 2-2 draw with Go Ahead Eagles in between episodes, and now we look to secure our place in the Champions League group stages by hopefully beating Rangers over 2 legs. We're going to get straight into our first leg away at Rangers and hopefully get a positive result and move one step closer to the Champions League group stages. Johan Bakayoko, the young Belgian, he comes in from our B team to start the game on the left. Cody Gakpo is up front, and Gus Till comes in for Xavi Simons, who is not fully fit. Other than that, the team is pretty much what you would expect. We're off and underway. Rangers have started brighter. They've already had a couple of shots and one on target. We've picked up an early booking, 2 early bookings. It's not the greatest start to a game we've ever had, but here's the first highlight. Morelos latches onto the ball over the top and puts it wide. Our defence once again sort of allowing a shot at goal with poor defending, really poor positioning. And Morelos now is going to try to beat our defenders. Teze manages to shuffle him off the ball. Sangara to Branthwaite, and now we're going to look to mount a counter attack of our own. Bakayoko, ball over the top to El Ghazi, only finds a defender. And Rangers will look to play it out of the box. No, they won't. They're going to go over the top again. Tillman. Matondo. Kamara. Finds Fashion Jr. on the outside. And the ball's hit the post. We're living dangerously here. Here's Veerman. Finds Bakayoko, who goes backwards. Sangara. Max. Poor pass. And again, giving away possession easy. And Morelos has latched onto another ball over the top. But Benitez keeps us in it this time. It looks like Rangers are going to keep trying that ball over the top. I might have to sort of sit back a little bit. It says tell Andre Romalo to mark Alfredo Morelos. I might actually go with that. I'm just a little bit hesitant to drop back because the last time I did it, I conceded. I conceded quite a few when I did it in the Super Cup against Ajax, and I did it in our last game against Go Ahead Eagles and conceded an equaliser. And there is Rabbi Matondo has opened the scoring with a great effort, but I thought it had been saved. Tavernier to Fashion Jr. Back to Jack. Jack played that long ball over the top. Matondo and Benitez should have done better. He pushed it onto the inside of the post. And we're 1-0 down. And our Champions League playoff isn't going to plan. Bakayoko to Gakpo, and Gakpo has his shot saved. I thought that we were going to get a goal straight back there. Gakpo now with a corner. They've got it clear, and Morelos is going to go on a run. Our defenders, get back! Tackle him! Eventually, someone actually tackled him. There's another ball over the top. And luckily, he couldn't actually do anything with it. And in what has been a very one-sided first half, we are 1-0 down. Right, Obispo and De Jong are on for the second half, and I've also added the instruction for the defenders to drop off more. I had them pressing higher up the pitch, and we've been undone with that ball over the top a few times. So I've gone for drop off more and hopefully stop that Route 1 football that Rangers have been playing as we try and get back into this game. But our midfielder has given it away, and Morelos has put Rangers 2-0 up early in the second half. And PSV aren't as good as I thought they were going to be. Look, Sangara, just what was he doing? And then the defenders, just all at sea. I'm going to go very attacking and hope to try and get a goal back here. Right, we've made some changes. We've changed our formation and we're going to try and get a goal back here. We could have conceded a third. A 2-0 defeat in the first leg at Rangers. El Ghazi with a 5.8 was absolutely awful. Gakpo only got a 6.3. The defence was shit, and we've got it all to do in the second leg. Right, we've just had a morale boosting 3-1 victory over Heerenveen that takes us to the top of the Eredivisie table, and we've made a couple of signings who both made their debut in the last game. Datro Fofana, a 19-year-old attacking midfielder slash striker from the Ivory Coast. We brought him in for 6 million. He's already valued between 16 and 23 million. It's going to be probably a regular starter for us. Looks like he could be a very, very good player in the making. And Ruben Vezo, a little bit older than what I wanted, 28 years old, but we only paid just under 10 mil for him. He's valued between 22 and 27, 6 foot, ball playing defender with decent attributes. So they could help us strengthen a little bit, especially in defence with Vezo because we've been awful in defence. Now we need to pray for a miracle because we're 2-0 down against Rangers from the first leg and need to win by 3 goals. Right, Ruben Vezo wasn't signed in time to register him for this game against Rangers, so he misses out. Jordan Teze comes back into the starting lineup after he missed the last game, but he's going to be playing as a ball-playing central defender. Moena plays as right wing-back. Obispo keeps his place after the last game, as does Gutierrez. VM comes back into the starting lineup after sitting out the last one. He partners Simons. Gakpo, Datro Fofana, who can make his Champions League debut for us, and De Jong up front. I've kept Gutierrez in instead of Sangara, even though Sangara has got an average of over 7 for this season so far. Gutierrez played really well in the last game, so I'm going to give him the start. I'm playing attacking. I've dropped our line back to standard rather than high, and hopefully we're going to stop them balls coming over the top. And we need to get goals early, and we need to win this game. This is it. All or nothing in this 90 minutes of football. We need to try and get an early goal, put Rangers on the back foot, and Gakpo couldn't direct his header. If Rangers score, it's going to be pretty much all over, so we need to get the first goal. Simons brings the ball forward. Can he get a cross in? He don't. He bursts into the box, then gets across to De Jong over the bar. Xavi Simons plays his own ball over the top. Gakpo gets onto it, puts the ball across to Xavi Simons, and it's a goal! A brilliant finish from outside the area. And Xavi Simons puts us 1-0 up on the night. Not even reached 9 minutes yet. And maybe our miracle will come true. Gakpo, brilliant low cross to Simons on the edge of the box, or just outside the edge of the box, and a fantastic finish, which was almost a carbon copy of the goal that he scored in our last league game, which you lot haven't seen. But dream start, really. Need to get the win, need to win by at least 2 goals to take it to extra time and penalties or whatever. But so far, we look a much different team in this second leg than we did in the first. And now Rangers are going to look to hit us on the break. Morelos, however you pronounce it. He gets into the box, and our defence should have dealt with that. Nobody went with him. And Alfredo Morelos has scored the equaliser for Rangers on the night and puts them 3-1 up on aggregate. Who's that there? Philip Max is that. He was nowhere near him. Just lets him run. That's not an ideal first half. After a great start and a great goal from Xavi Simons to put us 1-0 up inside 9 minutes, and having looked the better side, Rangers have hit back. Not sure when to change it up and go very attacking and throw everything but the kitchen sink at them. Simons, Veerman, Datro plays De Jong through. No, he doesn't. But the defender don't deal with it. And Cody Gakpo has scored. He scored. It's 2-1. Cody Gakpo. I thought that ball was going to roll across the line, but it went over. Veerman to Datro for Fafana. Fafana played a lovely little ball in, but De Jong wasn't quick enough. Defender didn't deal with it properly, and Gakpo has scored and put us 2-1 up, and we're back in the game. Rangers playing around with the ball nicely here, and Kent gets into the box and hits the post. He would have killed the tie off if they'd scored again. He's hit the post and it's been cleared. Now we need to deal with this corner. Kent will swing one in. It's headed only as far as a Rangers player. Tackle him. Max does tackle him. Right, we've brought Branthwaite, Sangara and Bakayoko on. We've changed things up a little bit. Just a bit of a freshen up really. De Jong to Gakpo, and Gakpo has been brought down in the box. That's a penalty. No doubt about it. VAR's checking, but this has to be a penalty, and the penalty has been awarded. And now Veerman steps up, shoots and scores. 3-1 PSV. We are 3-1 ahead on the night, 3-3 on aggregate. Tucked it away with accuracy, and we are really back in their game now. Nice penalty. Keeper went the right way, almost got to it, but we're 3-1 up. With a throw-in to Sangara. Sangara to Gakpo. Gakpo shoots, it's deflected. And De Jong! Ah! What has happened there? That's gone over the line. That's over the line. How has that not been given? That was just to show off the goal line technology again, which is still useless like it was last year. Ball into the box is cleared. Obispo to Branthwaite. Branthwaite, Sangara. Sangara tries to play a ball through and it's dealt with. Oh, but Max has got it here. Puts it across in. Gakpo. Gakpo. De Jong. Yes! No doubt about that one. No doubt at all about that one. And we are 4-1 up on the night. 4-3 on aggregate. De Jong, after being robbed of a goal by useless goal line technology, has finally made no doubt about it by heading it into the back of the net. The net ripples, the fans go crazy, and we're 4-1 up. And a couple of minutes away from booking our place in the Champions League group stages. But we need to deal with this yet. Veerman. Simon, Sangara. Stop mucking about with it. Bakayoko will chase the loose ball. Oh! Could have put the icing on the cake and put this game to bed properly. Rangers are going to have time for one last attack. It's not dealt with. Tavernier, Branthwaite heads it clear. Sangara. I should have gone in and clicked time waste. Teze intercepts. And Davis plays the ball off the pitch. His fellow player claps him for some reason. I wouldn't have been clapping him if he was on my team. And we've got half a minute of stoppage time remaining. Branthwaite plays it back to the keeper, who comes miles out of his box. Tries a ball over the top, which is dealt with by the defence. Branthwaite comes out and clears that one. Now Teze. You could just run down the clock here, but he don't. He goes for Bakayoko. And it's full time. It's full time. And we have won 4-1 in the second leg against Rangers. 4-3 on aggregate. A fantastic, absolutely tremendous second half performance. Cody Gakpo with a 9.1 in the end. Man of the match without a doubt. De Jong had a goal ruled out for the goal line technology ruled it out. It looked like it was over the line, but we didn't get the above shot, so I might have been wrong. But then he made no mistake with a fantastic header that made the net ripple and the crowd go crazy. And we have come back from 2-0 down after the defeat in the first leg and turned it round to book our place in the Champions League group stage. Right, we're going to have a Champions League group stage draw, and hopefully it will work better than the first one did in this series, because that one was broken. So let's start the draw. Right, we are in pot 4. I've drawn all of pots 1 to 3. So Group A is Milan, Liverpool, Shakhtar and Ludogorets. Group B is Bayern, Juventus, Sporting and FC Copenhagen. Group C is Real Madrid, Red Bull Leipzig and Red Bull Salzburg. And they will be up against Club Brugge. Group D is Frankfurt, Madrid, Benfica and us. Not in a bad draw actually, to be fair. Group E, Porto, Seville, Borussia Dortmund and Marseille. Ajax, Tottenham, Bayer and Trabzonspor. Man City, Barcelona, Parfenhout, which is Napoli, I believe. And Slovan Bratislava. And then PSG, Chelsea and Inter, which that is looking like the group of death. And into that group goes Celtic. So that concludes the draw. There are all the groups. The draw actually worked this time, which is a result. And we are in a group with Benfica, Atletico Madrid and Eintracht Frankfurt. It's going to be tough. Any Champions League group stage is going to be tough, especially when we only just scraped through by the skin of our teeth. But it should be a group we could at least get top 3 in. Hopefully. But we'll see how it goes. Right, as this is a beta save, and we're on episode 3 and haven't even got out of August yet, I'm going to play a load of games off camera. I'm going to get as much played as I can, probably up until the Atletico Madrid game at the start of November, which is the last match we will play before the break for the World Cup. So we play the 1st of November and then don't have a game again until the 8th of January. So we've got, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 league games and our Champions League group phase. I'm going to play all that off camera, get it out of the way, and then when we come back for the next episode, we'll have a clearer indication of where the season's going. We'll hopefully be in the challenge for the title still, and really, really hopefully, we would have made it through our Champions League group. Neither of those are a given though, and it could all go horribly wrong. Thank you very much for watching this episode. Hopefully you've enjoyed it and you'll join me again for the next one and beyond. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet and you would like to, you can do so down below. You can also hit the like button and you can comment to say hi. And yeah, hopefully I'll see you all again soon. Take care. Bye bye for now.